Hey, what's up, fellow virgins? I know you came here for the alpha, so don't worry, your boy Coley is here with the goods. It's called Bet Fellowship. It's a bot that automates sports bets for you. Bet Fellowship takes the stress out of making sports betting, doing all the research to making a successful sports bet. Worried about a player's health or the referee making a decision that will ruin your chances of a big win? Don't worry. Bet Fellowship is guaranteed to work 70% of the time, every time. Now I hear you ask, how can I, a lowly pleb, become part of the fellowship? It's easy. I and my team of fully competent devs will be dropping a token via Virtual's Genesis Launchpad. Now I hear you ask, but Coley, why would a sports betting bot need a token? I'll let you in on the secret. It allows you to participate in the fellowship. An interesting proposition, as you can imagine. Oh, and we will also be doing a buyback and burn. We know there will be a lot of demand for the token based on zero research. I mean, who wouldn't want a part of the fellowship, right? It's as simple as holding 1 million betrayal tokens, stake them on the Bet Fellowship platform, release TBA, and join our Telegram group. It's that simple. Coley out.
Some people back with another video. This is like a spontaneous one. I just sort of like jumped on and I just wanted to go over a few things that are running around in my head. Obviously, it's concerning virtuals. I'm not sure if my viewership likes it. I can move on to other things, but I feel like this is the emerging narrative that's going to be coming around and people are going to be talking about in about 6 months. Hopefully, anyway. So yeah, I was just going over, having a look at the latest Genesis launch, and one that's just come out, pretty. Well, I was on a Spaces a few days ago, and my argument was that, you know, maybe we're done with the Genesis launches for now. You know, like the ones that have come out, I feel like they're way more, not legit, but more interesting. Yeah, I mean, the one that came out just now, pretty. It's 194% oversubscribed, and you can see from here that it just basically sold off. It's only been like what, 15 minutes, half an hour, and it's below the Genesis launch threshold, which every token that gets released, there's an FDV of around 250k, as you can see up here. It's at the moment it's at 239. So basically, people got the token and they dumped it. There's also news that they were allocating additional tokens to people who voted for it. Now, when I was listening to the Spaces, the guy who was or the lead dev was asked a question like, you know, what do you need a token for? What does it do? And he basically said that it's got a buyback and the utility, it's got buyback and burn, and it's going to be like sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy of, as in, you'll see the price going up because the tokens are getting burned every time someone makes a bet on a prediction market, and that will cause people to buy it. So like FOMO. And to be honest, that's not a utility. I mean, I've seen countless tokens come out where they're like, yeah, man, it's got buyback and burn. The token doesn't work out. Why? Because the token gets dumped. What if there's no buyers? You know, as is the example here. There's no buyers for these tokens. So why are we doing Genesis launches for new tokens when there's no buyers? Even the way it passed its initial Genesis, you have to reach like 100%. Let me see if I can go back to it. You have to receive like a subscription of over 100%. So it got to 194, and I'm pretty sure that last 200% was in the last, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or half an hour, because I went out, I've done a bit of shopping. I'm cooking tonight for the wife, and yeah, it's just no interest in Genesis launches right now. So I'm really determined, or I really like believe that Virtuals needs to pivot. Like, yeah, okay, you've kind of fixed the tokenomics. There was an issue with devs receiving more Virgin points, not tokenomics, but there was an issue with devs earning more Virgin points. So you can see here, like, you know, the distribution of Virgin points is actually declining as time goes on. So you can see here it's like at 280, 294, 277, and it's just slowly going down, which gives more value to you earning your Virgin points. Okay, that's great. But at the same time, there are still, I believe, devs out there who have their own personal wallets or are on the inside track in some sort of way that are getting heavy allocations of Virgin points. So if you're a dev, for instance, I'll give you an example. If you're a dev, for instance, and you know, you're working on your project and you're going into Genesis launch, you've got your separate wallet that's separate from the company. Okay, in that wallet you've got 1 million Virgin points, okay, or something like that, maybe more. Maybe you've got multiple wallets with millions of points. Now you release your project, you can see that it's not going to actually bond because there's not enough votes from the public, okay, but you've got equity in this token that you're about to release. You need to release it so you can release the capital. Yeah. So what you do is you just bump up the Genesis. So, oh, it's 20% off. Okay, maybe I can, we could do a bit of marketing here and there. We could talk to the teams, or we could talk to the public, and we could do spaces, and we could try to sell the token and whatever. It gets closer and closer to when the Genesis launch ends, and it's still not there. So what do? Okay, I'm just going to use all my Virgin points and just release a token. Why? Because Virgin points don't have actual value. Okay, the value is in the tokens that are released. So I believe that a lot of these projects that are coming out now, like in recent, are basically, yeah. All right, let's look at Dynavest. Are basically cashing out for project devs. Like, I mean, this one just came out as well. And you can see, literally just dump straight away. Most of them do. There was one like Lily, like the Lily one. If I go back here, if I go to Lily Turner sort of held up for a bit. Yeah, and I believe that this one, even in regards to like the devs as well, or whoever's holding a heavy allocation of it, they saw that, yeah, perhaps there might be some hype here, so it pumped and it's literally dumped back down, and now it's sitting at 752. So there's definitely a problem with these Virgin points and the way that these Genesis launches are happening now. There are previous projects that were oversubscribed and have actual products that benefit the ACP. So if like you see a project, for instance, that's sort of like a carbon copy of something you've seen before, like with Preddy, it's a prediction bot, so you can make bets on things that might happen, and you bet on the outcome. That's basically like that one that, I can't even remember the name of it, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The guy got arrested for it, and it was all about the election, and it predicted that Trump would win. Oh my god, why can't I remember the name? I can't remember the name. I'm sure you do. Yeah, it's basically just a copy of that with a token, and well, is it gonna gain mindshare? They might try and do like a KIO yapping type deal and offer incentives with their token, but if the token's valueless, then it's pretty much done. You can make bets on Preddy without the token. Okay, Dynavest, I'm not sure what this is. Dynavest, short for dynamic invest, means you don't have to overthink. Simply choose the preferred chain and risk level, and everything will be handled for you. Dynavest is an AI-powered gateway to seamless optimize DeFi yield investments across chains. So it's an automated bot for yield farming tokens. I mean, is that exciting? Have you heard it before? I'm sure we've all heard it before. So where is the USP? Where is the unique selling point of these Genesis launches? I'm not seeing it. I mean, not in the recent amount of bots that come out. The one that's kind of interesting me though is this Descendant, because when you try and do an ACP transaction, basically the bot will tell you that it can't do the transaction for you because it only gives you alpha. But with this one, it says it's called Descent. Through its innovative AI-driven market-making infrastructure, Descent offers automated strategies. It executes real-time buy-sell orders with millisecond precision, sniping large trades or sudden price shifts as they happen. Descent turns any user into an autonomous market maker, letting them script strategies, automate execution, and monitor markets 24/7. Just set the rules once the agent adapts on chain, developed by a proven team with multiple hackathon awards. So this seems like something that would benefit the ACP, and that's what I want. That's what I believe. Well, that's what I'm going to start looking at, and hopefully, after this video, if anyone watches it, you might start seeing the same thing too. These bots that are coming out now, we don't care about them individually, okay? In the spaces, there was a guy, he was like, you do realize that some of these bots are actually outside of Virtual's protocol as well. That's fine, but the ACP, I believe, is more powerful than any individual bot. And if I can get something where it's working with let's just load this up. Yeah, where it's working with the butler. So if you go to this one, these all do different things. This is the DeFi cluster. Let me minimize this. So all these things are based on if you want to do anything in DeFi, this is where you come, okay? But none of these bots that are in here actually allow you to do transactions on chain, I believe. You can request things, you can request alpha, it will do searches for you, blah blah blah, but it won't allow you to actually buy and sell. That's my belief anyway, and that's my understanding of it, because whenever I've asked to do anything like DeFi wise, it will sort of point you in the right direction, but it won't actually do it for you. And that's what we need to happen. We need things to be done for us, automated through the ACP. Now obviously you can go individually to each of these bots and ask it to do things for you, and maybe with for instance Gigabrain, which I've done a video. It's probably my most popular video, so Gigabrain's going to kill it. Gigabrain actually allows you to do automated strategies, but only on its site. So yeah, you can get alpha from GigaBrain, but in order for GigaBrain to actually do anything for you, like to automate a transaction and whatnot, you have to hold 1 million tokens, which is equivalent to around $10,000, and it will basically do those, give you the alpha, and it will automate the strategies for you and do everything for you. But through the ACP, it won't do that. Okay, if that makes sense. So if you were to tailor to Axelrod, blah blah blah, Whack AI is probably the most interesting one. It works outside of Virgins or Virtuals. It is also part of the cluster, and basically what Whack AI does is it just checks everything's legit with the transactions that you're doing. It's like a not a security layer. It's like an authorization layer. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe I'll just go to the actual website and then we can Whack AI. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So it's a unified verification layer. When AI agents hire AI agents, I verify every action. So this Whack AI basically makes sure that every agent doesn't hallucinate and everything is done. And to me, I know it's going to sound crazy, but it sounds like Chainlink. Like Chainlink basically collects data and confirms that it's true. So, you can use Chainlink for betting markets. You can use it for various other things that I'm not too familiar with and don't want to get into details with. But Chainlink is like 4 or 5 years old now. And it's pretty much settled into the Ethereum ecosystem as the place that, legitimizes transactions and whatnot. So Chainlink is, as a base layer, is vital. What the token does, I don't know. I know you can stake it and earn yields. I don't know. But up to now, it pays in Chainlink, yeah. But yeah, Whack AI is basically the Chainlink version for AI agents. It basically validates transactions and verifies that AI agents aren't hallucinating and that, in fact, what their actions are doing are true. So this actual Whack AI, I believe, is going to be big. You can buy the token. I'm not shilling it. I have some stakes. Yeah, I bought some a while back and then I lost money on it. I think I told you about that in my last video. Where is it? Whack AI. Axelrod is like the DeFi center. So I've got I do like Axelrod. I actually staked on their website. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so Whack AI. So you can look at the price action on this and you can see that, okay, maybe there is like some interest here. Yeah, there you go. See, but it's still sold off. So people are getting heavy allocations. Like the problem is there's it's very synonymous, where you can be early and wrong, but in the long run you're right. Look at SBF, like Sam Bankman-Fried, same thing. He was very early to certain things. Everyone said no, go to jail because you can't afford to pay your bills. And yeah, he was right in the end. And everyone, if he was still around now, everyone would be like whole and happy and in profit. But obviously, time is the thing that's the killer for everybody, no matter who you are. Okay. Yeah. So Whack AI, I feel like, is a very interesting product, but I really do believe that virtuals need to settle down and focus on the ACP and stop doing these Genesis launches, man. I know it's open. I know it's like decentralized and anyone can do them, but there's nothing of real interest here. Like AI powered trading bot creation. See trading bot again. This is innovative market making infrastructure. They can label it differently. VPay. VPay is the first AI-powered omni-bank purpose-built for Web3 native finance. Do you believe it? I don't know. So where are the products that are, Web3 or, Ethereum native that are, unique and, actually game changers? I don't think we're going to see another Genesis launch for a while that is actually totally different from what we've seen already. And if you do see it, I suggest you ape. And until then, just stack your Virgin points. But the ACP, they need to buckle down and get on with it. Now, my belief is that the more users that we get using the ACP, I say we, like I work for them, I don't. But the more users we get using the ACP, the quicker that this thing can get built, because then the devs have data to analyze and look at, and they say, okay, this is wrong, we need to fix that, because the only variable in this whole thing at the moment is the people that use it. So yeah, I believe that, pretty much, Virtuals, the team, I don't know if they watch my videos or if they listen or if anything's going on. I believe that the ACP is the key here. I don't believe that, the Genesis launches, I think they're dead. Okay, there's votes for like stakers. There's a lot of arguments with between. It's not even arguments. It's sort of like an open discussion. With Vadar, for instance, Vadar, were giving quite a few Virgin points to people who were staking their Vader token and yapping. But then now it's been capped at 12,000 Virgin points. When I say Virgin points, I'm just going to refer back to it. It's basically the amount of points that you can pledge for Genesis launches. So I've got 56,000 Virgin points. I can take those. I can go to the Genesis launch pad and I can click on descent. And when I'm ready, or when it starts in 21 minutes, I can pledge and yeah, commit some virtuals, and then I get an allocation of the token, which is what people have done with Preddy. Which is now, I want to look back at it. How is it looking? Is it bounced? It's at 217. I mean, it's ridiculous. I believe like giving an extra allocation to people who voted for it was a mistake, because you're not going to get punished for that if you sell your non-Genesis launch tokens. You're not going to be put in take profit jail. So yeah, there's that too. There's just a lot of like sheggery and stuff going on where I don't know, the Genesis launches are cooked for now. And it's got nothing to do with Virgin points. It's more about, like I say, the variable, which is the individuals that are involved in these Genesis launches, which is the devs, which is the people who do, I don't want to have any digs, but like, people who might get additional allocations for marketing and stuff like that. They're getting, they're cashing out straight away. And like I said, no one's going to come and buy this token because, quite simply, it doesn't have any utility. It has nothing to do with the project. So if you're actually going to drop a token now, in the future, if someone says to me, okay, this token is vital to the actual bot working, then by all means, okay, you're gonna share profits with me. Okay, fine. Like the profits aren't much. I think Axelrod's made like $11, but that's because transactions are so cheap and this is so new. Okay, so in the long run, I believe that profits and fees will eventually go back to the bot, and then the bot can decide what to do with it. Whether to reinvest or if there's going to be DAOs involved and whatnot. People want to be heard as well, and to be honest, the opinions are more about token price than anything else. It's nothing to do with the tech. It's kind of frustrating because when you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and they're like, oh well, we should do a bot that's a doctor or something, and this doctor's got 50 years of experience that he can put in to his AI bot, and then he can retire and get $3 million. Great for him, but does that help the individual? Does that help the actual protocol? I don't think so. So yeah, I've got quite a few reservations about the type of characters that are actually in the space or in the virtuals ecosystem at the moment, because the intentions aren't honorable. The intentions are, drop the token and cash out as soon as possible with these new bots. You've got like young teams that are, they've got time to actually, once again, they've got time to build these things out. But then there's other projects where, it's just people dumping tokens. That's literally all it is. It's like free money. I mean, look at this one. I mean, it looks like accumulation, and it's got quite a big reputation, this one, but it's straight down. They're all straight down. And why? Because I believe that the tokens are useless. It's that simple. I mean, if you can't tell me why the token is vital to the overall running of your ecosystem, or what it does, then why would I give my points over? Like Lily Turner, like for instance, I've staked it, and yeah, you're gonna get like some dirty pictures or whatever. But look, it's just like down only. Literally could have been like, I'm not a big player. I could have got like $300 for free out of this if I'd sold at the top. But because I believe that this ecosystem will build out, and I want to accumulate as many Virgin points as possible for legitimate projects, then that will be the thing that probably that'll do, is just stake and just earn Virgin points that way. Like, but at the moment, the virtuals ecosystem it's not cooked. Okay, I just think they need to pivot away from releasing constant bots. I mean, people could do it, but I don't think we should be funding or Genesis launching useless bots. I mean, what is this? They're not supposed to be meme coins, and there's no volume here. There's no people outside looking to buy the tokens outside of the Genesis launch. That's another issue. There's no new buyers coming in. So yeah, people who are interested in this ecosystem, people who've made it this long into this video, like, it's just me ranting anyway, like, I know it's a longer video, but I just want to talk today. People who are like in this ecosystem, start using the protocol, start using the ACP, because it's the only thing that's uniquely different at the moment. These bots, no, they're just not. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of what's going on with the Genesis launches. And that's all I wanted to talk about, really. That's all. That's pretty much all there is. There's virtuals. Let's see if virtuals is actually saying anything. Virtuals protocol. Is there anything interesting going on here? Agent, blah, 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 Dynavest. So they're talking about Dynavest is now live on Virtuals protocol, a DeFi agent for yield optimization and portfolio intelligence. Does it say anything about what the token does? No, it doesn't. Okay, so they've raised. This is Dynavest, and where are we? 800. I mean, it's doing better than the other one. Yeah, so it's bouncing. So there might be something to this. Let's see what it does. It's not hard to look into the Genesis launches either. You just got to take your time. And blah. So they've won awards. ETH Global Tap High, finalists, blah. There's Show me AI powered gateway effortless yield. Sorry guys, I'm just doing this on the fly. Okay, you want me to join the Telegram now? So it's a Telegram bot that does transactions for you. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before. Yeah, give me something new. Give me something innovative. I know I'm not a dev, but there's someone out there typing some code right now that's gonna blow everyone's minds when it comes to these to this protocol. Okay, and at the moment I'm not seeing it. So you want my Virgin Points? Do something different. Okay. Anyway, that's my rant. I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, and take it easy.